is Cynthia Meems Glover with hoeandshovel.com and also with Troy-Bilt Saturday6 bloggers. And today I'm just going to show you how I make pathways in my garden. I've got lots of meandering pathways, and I've done a lot of digging of getting out the lawn, but I found a method that will break down the lawn. It's called layering, and it's just a matter of putting organic materials on top of each other, and then as those break down, they actually kill the grass, and that way I am not out here breaking my back trying to get the grass killed. You can wait about maybe 6 or 8 weeks and even plant where you have layered in this method, and you won't have to worry about your grass coming up through or your weeds coming up through. So there's lots of materials that you can use. We can lay down some cardboard as our first layer. You can use materials like even Spanish moss, which I've used because I have a lot of it hanging in my oak tree, so it falls down. I just pick it up, and in order to reuse it, I often will save it and use it as one of the layers underneath my mulch. And certainly the most common thing to use is just your basic newspaper. I have neighbors that collect it for me. They're always dropping it off for me because they know I'm always making a new pathway. So I'm just going to start by simply placing whatever material it is that you're using. You're going to place it against the lawn, and in this case I'm going to use the cardboard first, and I won't need to put anything on top of that cardboard. So next to the cardboard I'm going to overlap anything I'm using, like newspaper or cardboard. I'm going to overlap it so that way my weeds, my grass won't come up in between. I typically use about 6 or 7 layers of the newspaper. That'll work. And many times as I'm going along, I'll actually wet the newspaper because that helps start the breaking down process, and it doesn't crinkle and be so stiff underneath where the newspaper is. So what I'm doing is I'm going, maybe 3 or 4 feet at a time with my newspaper, and once I get a nice area already matted out, then I am going to use my mulch, which in this case is actually pine needles, but you can use any kind of mulch that's good for your area, whatever the finished product is that you want on top of your pathway. So on top of what I've already put on the ground, I'm going to put my pine needles in a layer of about 3 to 4 inches. Pine needles come in a square, and you just kind of have to separate them out and spread them. Very easy to do. It's a very easy method for killing the grass underneath this layering. So I've got lots more work to do with that, but that's basically how it's done, and thank you for following along.